When you think about relationships, you probably picture a connection that's built on mutual understanding, emotional support, and shared experiences. But what happens when you're involved with someone who operates a bit differently, someone who might not fit the traditional mold of a partner? This is where the Sigma male comes in. You've probably heard of the term before, and maybe you're even curious about what it means for you. You might already be wondering how this kind of person behaves in a relationship, how their unique qualities show up, and whether they're the right match for you. If you've been dating or thinking about dating a Sigma male, then this video is for you. In the next few minutes, we'll dive into everything you need to know about being in a relationship with a Sigma male, including the strengths, the challenges, and how you can thrive together. And most importantly, you'll discover if this is the kind of partner you've been waiting for. Now, let's start by understanding exactly who the Sigma male is. The Sigma male is often described as the lone wolf, someone who values independence and doesn't necessarily follow the traditional rules of social dynamics. Unlike the alpha male who thrives on leadership, attention, and dominance, the Sigma prefers to keep to themselves. They're the ones who aren't seeking validation from others. They're not the life of the party, but they're also not hiding in the shadows either. The Sigma is comfortable in their own skin, and they tend to stay true to themselves, whether or not it aligns with the expectations of society. And this can be an incredible quality when it comes to relationships. Because when a Sigma male is in a relationship, it's not about control, validation, or showing off. It's about genuine connection and compatibility. So as you're listening to this, you might be thinking, does this sound like someone I'm dating or thinking about dating? Pay close attention, because understanding the Sigma male's approach to relationships could change the way you view your connection. If you've been spending time with a Sigma male, you've probably already noticed that they are incredibly independent. It's one of their most defining traits. They're not needy, they don't require constant attention, and they certainly don't rely on others to feel complete. This can be both a blessing and a challenge in a relationship, because while it's refreshing to be with someone who doesn't need constant reassurance, it can also create some distance. At times, you might feel like you're not as emotionally close to them as you'd like, and that's a very common experience with Sigmas. They don't wear their emotions on their sleeve, and they're not going to openly express their feelings all the time. This might leave you wondering where you stand, or if they're as invested in the relationship as you are. But here's the thing, if you're with a Sigma male, you've got to be okay with their quiet nature. Their feelings are there, they just express them differently. It's important to know that their love is shown in actions, not words, and if you're okay with that, it could be the beginning of something truly special. When it comes to relationships, trust is everything, and this is where the Sigma male really shines. Because they're not constantly seeking validation or approval from others, they're incredibly loyal. They're not the type to play games or flirt with others for attention. If they've chosen you as a partner, then they're in it for the long haul. But they're also not going to be overly clingy. They respect your independence as much as they value their own, and they expect the same in return. If you find yourself in a relationship with a Sigma male, trust that they are genuinely committed, but they also need their space. And understanding this dynamic can help build a strong foundation. The key here is balance. If you can respect each other's space and boundaries while still maintaining that deep emotional connection, then you've got the perfect setup for a lasting relationship. One thing you'll quickly notice about Sigma males is that they are highly self-sufficient. They don't need you to complete them, because they are already complete on their own. This might make you wonder if they even need a partner, and that's a valid question, but the reality is, while they may not need you, they still want you. The Sigma male is attracted to someone who can match their independence, someone who can hold their own, and someone who can respect their need for alone time without taking it personally. They're looking for a partner who understands that a healthy relationship doesn't mean constantly being attached at the hip, but rather it's about mutual respect and understanding. When you're in a relationship with a Sigma male, you're never going to feel suffocated. You'll have the space to be yourself, to pursue your passions, and to grow as an individual, which is a rarity in many relationships. But let's talk about the challenges. Because even though a Sigma male can be a great partner, there are some things to be mindful of. First, remember that their need for independence can sometimes come across as emotional unavailability. They're not going to be the first one to open up about their feelings. So if you're someone who needs constant emotional reassurance or who craves deep emotional conversations, this might be difficult. They may not be able to provide the level of emotional engagement that you're used to in a relationship. And if that's something that's really important to you, It's something to consider. You have to be patient and understand that their way of expressing love is subtle and often shown through actions rather than words. Another challenge is their tendency to retreat into themselves when life gets tough. The Sigma male doesn't usually seek out others for support. They handle their problems on their own, and this can make it hard to connect with them during difficult times. When they withdraw into their own world, you might feel neglected or shut out, but it's not personal. They just need time to process things on their own. If you're someone who needs to be emotionally supported in those moments, you'll have to find a way to give them space while still feeling supported. It's a delicate balance, but if you're patient and if you respect their need for independence, you'll both be able to work through this challenge. So, what does it take to make a relationship with a Sigma male work? It all comes down to understanding, respect, and space. You need to understand that they value their alone time and that this doesn't mean they love you any less. You also need to respect their quiet nature and their need for independence. But at the same time, you have to make sure that your own needs are being met. A relationship with a Sigma male is a partnership of equals, where both parties support each other's individual growth while still maintaining a deep and meaningful connection. If you're ready for a relationship that's built on trust, loyalty, and respect, and if you can embrace the Sigma male's unique way of showing love, then you may have found something truly special. If you're thinking about being in a relationship with a Sigma male, take a moment to reflect on what you're looking for. If you value independence, emotional depth, and a partner who doesn't need to constantly be the center of attention, then a Sigma male might just be the perfect fit. But remember, it's important to find someone who respects your needs as well. A relationship is about give and take, not about one person taking on the emotional burden while the other retreats into their own world. So take your time, trust your instincts, and if you're with a Sigma male, remember, you're in a relationship with someone who is loyal, independent, and incredibly valuable. And if you can respect their boundaries, this relationship could be the one you've been looking for. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share because you will learn tons of information in the next video. Stay tuned.